Okay.
Nice.
As I understand, all tasks are taken. So let's start from the first one. Polina, you can start.
Yeah, okay. So the first task was to complete the table.
Just a second. Let me give you probably the permission to demonstrate. Just a second. So would you be able to demonstrate something?
Yes, 1 second. I'll send it to my computer and share the screen, okay? While I'm doing that, maybe we can check the second exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Who will take the second? Aygul?
Yes, should I demonstrate the screen?
If you need it, you can do this.
Well, I think that
okay. Now you can do it.
well, I think now it can be seen. So I had to sketch that graph, cost, volume, and profit, and I calculated total costs and total revenue, and then I just found the value, the point in which these lines intersect, and this corresponds to the number of units, 3,500.
Yes, you're right. So do you have any questions to Aygul to clarify how to do this graph, how to perform, and how to analyze? Is it necessary to clarify some details? So you're right. Thank you. So the next exercise, I think, Polina, are you able now to demonstrate? Yeah. Okay, let's do.
So can you see my screen?
Yes.
I'm sorry for handwritten. So first of all, we need to fill the table. And how I did that. First of all, I counted variable cost. As you can see, I divided variable cost total by the number of units and got $3 per unit. Then I as well counted fixed cost is this 320,000 divided by 80,000 and got $4. Then total cost per unit, I just summed them up. So then our fixed costs are the same for all number of all units produced and sold. So these two are $320,000. And then I just how I counted fixed costs. I divided these numbers by units sold and got 3.2 and 2.67. Then all our variable costs are per unit are 3. And how I found variable cost total, I just multiplied them by the units produced and got $300,000 and respectively $360,000. I guess it's clear. And how total cost per unit, I just summed these numbers up and got these numbers.
Okay.
So yes, and the next exercise was to calculate the break-even point. And I believe this is the formula for the break-even point. And when we use our numbers from this list, like fixed cost 320,000, and selling price is here, $6.5, and our variable cost per unit is 3 from the table. And after doing that, we got 91,429 units. This is our break-even point. Number 3, we need to make a contribution format income statement for the year, and you can see it here. So we got sales. We need to multiply 110,000 by 6.5 from this information, and we'll get 715,000. Then we count our total variable cost. It will be also multiplying 110,000 by 3. It will be 330,000. Then we subtract them and get contribution margin, and it's 385,000. Then our total fixed cost, that equals 320,000, and then we just subtract them and get our net income that equals to 65,000. And the last part, PVR. So the formula is contribution divided by sales. And from our contribution income statement, we see that contribution is equal to 385,000. And then we just divided by our sales and got 0.54. So that's it.
Okay. Any questions from the group? I suppose it's clear. So, question number, exercise number 3, I suppose now is the leave. So, who will demonstrate?
Could you please make me an opportunity to demonstrate?
Georgi, yes?
Yep.
Just a second.
Well, the idea here was to find the most busy days in July and the least busy days in September, just to find the changes in them, and the most busy days are in July. We can find out it in the table, and as a consequence, the electrical costs are the highest as well, and the least busy days are in September. Those are equal to 384, and electrical costs are equal to 1,952. Changes in occupancy days equal to 3,508, and in electrical costs 7,051. And for variable cost formula is change in cost divided change in days, and equals 2.01. I just rounded it to the nearest decimal. And for fixed cost formula is the total cost minus variable cost element, which equals variable cost multiplied by occupancy days of the most busy month, that is July. And so our answer is 9,003 minus 3,892 multiplied by 201, and that is 1,180.
Okay, thank you. So any questions related to this exercise? Okay, let's move to exercise 4. Now it is regarding the job order costing. As I understand, Aruzhan wanted to demonstrate.
Yes.
Just a moment. Let me find you in the list of students and give the possibility to demonstrate the content. Okay. Now you are able to demonstrate.
Yep, 1 second. May I start it early? I
Yes.
mean, like it's downloading still. I don't know why.
We
So
cannot see the file. Just a second.
yeah, guys, maybe you know how can I share my screen? Like I'm tapping the one that is next to the microphone.
You should press this button near the microphone and share the window or just the file. It's better to share the file exactly because it would be faster.
Yeah, but it's loading all the time. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
But could you demonstrate the just working space? Maybe it would be faster.
Well, still no. I'm sorry.
Some technical issues.
Yeah, it is shown here that I cannot share my screen yet.
Just a second. Actually, I see that you could demonstrate if you want. You can write a comment to the chat and attach your file to this chat. If you
yeah, let's do it this way. Yeah, 1 second. I will
and we will open it and you will explain.
Like 1 second. Yeah, here.
Okay.
I'm sorry for handwritten answer.
So can you please explain to your colleagues what was done?
Yeah, well, we used the first formula to indicate direct labor hours. In order to do that, we should divide direct labor cost to direct labor wage per hour. From the information given, we see that it is 210 divided by 14, and we get 15 hours. Then we should find overhead. For that, we should multiply direct labor hours by predetermined overhead rate. So this is 15 hours multiplied by 21 from the information. This is 315. And then we should find total cost of manufacture. So we should sum up all together this 290 plus 210 and plus 315, and we get 815. We needed that in order to count what is average cost. And then we divide it by 50 units, and we get $16.3 per unit.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions for the group? Is it clear? So is there anyone who wants to solve exercise 5?
Yes, I would like. It's me, Polina Zapkova.
Polina, okay, I think you can do this because our time is already over, but this would be the last exercise that we have for today. So start, please.
I would really like to answer. Just a second. I'll share my screen.
Just a second. Let me give you permission to share. Just a second.
Okay, or I may just answer like this. If it's.
I think
it's not...
now you are able to show.
Okay.
To show your results.
1 second. Yeah, it's loading. I'm sorry for the delay.
You may do it in the same way. It just writes the comment and attach the file with the solution.
Okay, maybe I just. Yeah. I just copy.
So yes. I'm sorry. The first thing we needed to do in this task was to calculate the predetermined overhead rate. And the formula is we need to firstly use the equation where the y is the estimated total manufacturing overhead cost, and then we have y equals a plus b times x, where a is the estimated total fixed manufacturing overhead cost, b is the variable manufacturing overhead cost, and x is the amount of allocation base. And in this case, we have all those numbers. So I just insert them in the formula and get the y, the total manufacturing overhead cost. And then I use the predetermined overhead rate, which equals estimated total manufacturing overhead cost, which we've just computed, divided by total units, estimated ones. And we also have those estimated units. They are 65,000. So we get the predetermined overhead rate of 8.35 dollars. And then the next part of the task is that we had some activity where we needed to compute the total job cost. And I used the total job cost formula. I'll insert it also there. I used the total job cost formula where it equals to direct materials, which are given, plus direct labor, which is given, plus applied overhead. And applied overhead equals to actual amount of base times the predetermined overhead rate. And in this case, we have the actual amount of base is given. It is in the task stated as 300. And the predetermined overhead rate we've just calculated in the previous part of the task. So we needed just to calculate it and get the answer of 34,305. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the final answer.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. I think it's clear. So we have solved almost all exercises. So just one is left. But if you would have some questions regarding this last exercise, you are free to use the chat and post your question there. So let me post your today's grades. I suppose that's it. Thank you very much for your active participation for prepared exercises and questions. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Sorry, I have a question. I'm sorry. I think like I saw that the test was probably till the 2 and 50, and I think it was like I was a little bit confused that it was ended a little bit later. Like I didn't see my grade. Is it a possibility that you could see it now? Like
where you mean?
For the test, yes, for the test. It was just yes.
Oh, so let's
I just
check.
didn't finish it, and
could you type me to the chat and I will answer you with the grade. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Do you mean this or in your chart?
Any. I think it's not so So personal. I can say you just now that the total score is 6 out of 10.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Good.
Goodbye.
So see you. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.